It's Nomad, Georgians versus Woo. 1K1 elo. Watching Blue. Okay. As the Georgians against Woo. Georgians is really good on this map. Pushing the deer here is not worth your time. Not even close. This villager either goes to build the TC or builds a dock if it's far away. On this map, you just build the TC because all your villas are close. But you're missing the house. Oh, wait, no. Did you get the house? You got the house. Okay. You got the house too early. You get the house after the TC is done because you don't need it until the TC is done. So you want to get the TC down as soon as possible. So it's either build the house or build the TC. Then you get the house after the town center's done. So yeah, we need to have a dock down too. Getting a dock is going to be very good. Getting loom this early is kind of unnecessary. You definitely don't want to have loom because it doesn't do anything for you here. I guess if you're not confident in the long distance boar lure, it makes sense. But we do want to have a dock a little bit earlier because look, we have tons of food. We have tons of food to maintain vill production. Imagine instead of we had 150 food floated, we had that as wood if we collected wood, and we would have fishing ships on the way. That's definitely what you want to do here. Ooh, misclick on the stone. Hopefully you fix that pretty soon. Bring in this boar. Yeah, bringing the boars is nice. But yeah, we do need to have the dock down way earlier. Woo and Nomad is really amazing. Ah, yeah, the dock gives extra food as Woo too. Yep, that's pretty good. But getting the mule cart, as soon as your TC comes out, you get a mule cart, which is crazy as this civ as well. Georgians is amazing. But we would like to have some fish, though. Opponent's got 3 fish. He's already 3 economic units ahead. He's just going to get more and more ahead by having fish. You can't just skip fish, basically. Unless you're doing some crazy fast rush that just you can't afford the fish early, but that's not going to happen. Not with Georgians, that's for sure. We're going to go for, looks like a barracks, I guess archers is the only thing that really makes sense. But I don't know, we're going to be up kind of late to the Castle Age, so the opponent's just going to get to go to Castle Age and make John Swordsman, and then you're going to be, your life is going to be ruined, basically. It looks like we're going to go to the gold. Yeah, it's just going to be archers. Makes sense. All right. Wait, no, we're going to go to the deer. Stable? Stable doesn't really make sense. Wait, a second stable? You can't even afford to keep one stable running. 2 stables just gives you less scouts because you can't even maintain the production of 2 stables. You can make a few scouts here, but like having a few scouts slightly earlier at the cost of making 2 stables is not really worth it though. Like opponent can just have his vills under his TC. He is losing a lot, but this could have been accomplished with 1 stable anyways. 2 stables just means you're wasting your wood. Like these stables are both doing nothing right now. So we would have rather had those doing something for us. Like being 2 fishing ships would have been much better than a second stable. Just as an example. And now we're kind of stuck. We killed 2 vills, but it doesn't even matter because the opponent has 6 fishing ships. He's just going to queue more fishing ships. This is just not a play on Nomad, unfortunately. You pretty much have to play archers if you're going to go for feudal aggression because you want to have wood and gold to make fire galleys anyways. Spending all of your food on scouts instead of going to Castle Age is not going to be a winning play. Actually, I wonder why the opponent doesn't have any food. Is he clicked up or something? It's queued behind? No. I don't know. He just randomly doesn't have food because he has 1,000,000 gold, but yeah. The opponent should be basically in Castle Age right now, and it would be a big problem. Okay, archer follow-up. Unfortunately, we're going to lose the guy to a spear. It happens. It happens, but you're causing chaos. That's good. That's good. But the problem is that your opponent is 6 economic units ahead with the fish, and he has 10 fishing ships. So no matter how much aggression you do here, it's probably not going to be enough. You need to kill like 10 vills, and then it's even at this point. Gonna go horse collar. All right. Horse collar after we already have 15 farms is kind of fail though because like we already made our farms. Horse collar only affects farms that you haven't built yet. So it's only going to affect these farms. Also, farming from like 10 tiles away is not very efficient. So you want to generally not farm like this. You want to farm closer to the TC. So there could be a farm here, farm here. Farming on this map's kind of bad too. Like you really just want to be on fish. It's going to be much better. And, I mean, there's lots of space here. Imagine if you set up a little farming eco here. You could take the berries, take the chickens, and farm here efficiently. It would be very good. Lots of army, though. And opponents... Wait, no, you're clear. Wait, why isn't the opponent up? I'm so confused why the opponent's not up yet. All the opponent needed to do was not make these random feudal units for no reason, and he could have been up. Actually, he's going to clean you up, though, right? Maybe? Maybe not. He kind of failed. All right, good micro. Yeah, honestly, opponent should have, instead of investing into these, just gone to Castle Age, made like 2 Gian swordsmen, and you're dead. But opponent is panicking. Absolutely panicking. Now you're going to be up, and opponent's going to be dead, actually. Because he's making all these feudal units instead of going to Castle Age and making good units. Oh, but you did get cleaned up. Opponent's on 17 fishing ships, but that can't be efficient, right? I mean, actually, he has docks all around, though. Actually, he's doing a really good job keeping the efficiency good. It's better than my efficiency. All right. This farming eco is disgusting. I never want to look at it again. Knights are a very good unit. You make knights. If you can get in, they're going to be doing pretty good damage here. Now let's take a look. Look at the... Not a walk. Let's take a look at what these knights can accomplish. Nothing against stone walls, unfortunately. And... we're going to go for a castle here. Yeah, but breaking in here is not really that big of a deal. If you're going to go for a castle, probably more central is better. You haven't really scouted this, but I bet he's got wood here, right? Yeah. I mean, here would have been better. That's where his gold is, too. This kind of just doesn't really do that much. Losing all the knights for free, not the greatest. The opponent has like 10 pike or 15 pikemen now, so what can we do? Opponent's going to put a castle right here, and then he's ready to go imp because he actually has a real eco because he went for fish. Man, instead of clicking iron casting for the opponent, if he had just clicked Imperial Age instead, that would have been sick. Then, I mean, this castle can't make Trebs, but he can make traction Trebs. Oh, wait, he's randomly switching to cavalry armor. Okay, that'll give you some time. You've got some CA coming in, some Manaspas. We got a mix of everything. Got some galleys coming in now. Dang, we're trying to do it all. We're trying to do it all. Usually when you try and do everything, you end up getting away with nothing. Opponent's also trying to do everything, though. He got cavalry armor. He's going to... I mean, I guess he has skirm pike, which is fairly focused other than the cavalry armor. Iron casting for the opponent doesn't really do anything, though, so that's going to slow him down. Castle here doesn't really do anything. It's not even in range of the TC, so it unfortunately doesn't actually accomplish anything. But... opponent sort of not really expanding his economy super well. This castle's gonna get pushed in. Wow, we have enough for a third castle. That's crazy. How did that happen? Dang. Crazy game. This, actually, you'll be able to push this down. Opponent's getting another, oh my god, just Age of Castle drops. What's going on here? Both players with a million castles. All right, opponent's just gonna, he gets pushed back and then he just places a useless castle here instead of putting it like here, which would have been good. So, luckily he's putting it there. Opponent's TC is down. That's nice. Rams coming in. All right. Manaspas dying to the castles, as expected. Oh, wait. Opponent didn't have ballistics. We just ran straight at it. The town bell has been rung. Oh, I missed a little bit of castle drop here. Action here. Let's just take a look. Okay, looks like we... oh, opponent made a mistake by trying to attack your castle there. Let you get it up by doing that. This castle is actually very good. Denying this, or hitting this TC, and also just being really annoying. That's, yeah, very nice. You could petard, like, just whoever petards first is going to kill the other person's castle, though. That could be kind of a good thing. Our eco is looking kind of messy, though. Can you imagine there used to be a wood line and a castle here? Opponent going for a ram push. This game's kind of all over the place. This is the spirit of Nomad, that's for sure. Sick. All right. Yeah, lots of stuff happening here. It's hard to really catch everything all at once. Opponent thinking about going for a castle somewhere here at some point. There it is. That's going to be a bit of a disaster for you because that covers your gold. Wait, he's going to make a useless castle as well, though. That's good. That's going to slow the opponent down. He could have just made one castle. It would have been fine. Making the second castle doesn't really do anything for him. And Manaspa's in, raiding the heck out of this guy. And opponent's economy is not looking so hot anymore. I guess the galleys did the job. And yeah, opponent's got a lot of castles. but they're not all strategically placed. Some of them are the opposite of strategically placed. They're just placed randomly. All right, that is a great migration here. Yeah, we are gonna be collecting some resources in the opponent's base now. Where's the imp TC? Oh, it's over here. All right, that's safe. Yeah, good job taking this gold. Man, this entire map is painted. All right. Opponent going for... Yeah, I mean, he has castles everywhere, but he's not imp. He'll never be imp, right? You got 144 vills, so now you just make Trebs and you start to push out. With Trebs, what can the opponent do? He can't push in Castle Age. He's got really nothing. And yeah, Trebs are gonna just dominate this guy now. The opponent can buy it, maybe. Opponent's making another useless castle here, so that's really good for you. This castle doesn't really do anything except for waste his resources. How are we still chopping here? Like, what's going on? These vills are in his base. But yeah, Trebs are gonna just kill everything at this point. Oh, opponent's actually going imp. Somehow. But I think you're gonna be able to take out a lot of castles. Oh my god, I love that you made like 1,000,000 Trebs. That's maybe even too many Trebs, actually. 9 Trebs, we might need to make some Manaspas. There you go. 10 Trebs, this guy's crazy. But yeah, now you can just make 1,000,000,000 Manaspas. I mean, on this economy, with this economy, you can just make as many Trebs as you want, right? You're winning because you actually made so many bills here, too. Opponent got so raided. Okay, sick castle. Actually, the castle should have been central here, but I mean, it's fine. It's not a bad castle. It's not an optimal castle, but it's not a bad castle. But if you put it here, it would support your push. This did not need a castle on it. Like, you just send a few Manaspas and it does the job. Making a bunch of ranges, hey, why not? You can make hand cannons with the Civ, I believe, right? Yeah, they have hand cannons, just no bombards. Okay, he has halbs though. Be careful. Be careful. It's over. GG's. Wow, crazy game. All right. Yeah, he went big military and then lost it all, I guess. And you went not a lot of military, and then you just invested into the economy and boomed hard. Boomed absolutely hard. The openings were kind of weird. Wow, very fast, actually. Opponent chilling. You're pretty fast, actually. All right, GG's. Reddit's an Xbox controller player? Oh, really? This doesn't really say that he's playing on controller here, but maybe it doesn't show on the UI. I don't know. GG's.